Welcome back. It's the men's semi-final, second round now, and on the track here, Frederic Magne leading off against Curt Harnett in the Canadian colours, lying in second spot here. The Frenchman was beaten into second spot by Curt Harnett in the first of the rounds. He has to win this one to go into the decider against Harnett, but if Harnett manages to cross the line in first spot, then it's all over, bar the obviously the shoutings from the Canadian squad, but certainly the drowning of sorrows from the French. But they don't need to be too unhappy, because Frederic Magne already has that kilometre gold medal to his credit. The tremendous interest we had during the time trials for the women's pursuit championship was absolutely agog on the qualifying night, because Madeleine Klingler of France was the new world record holder in 3:36.227, taking the record of Antonella Berluzzi of 3:36.823, breaking the record that had already been established way back in Hamar by Rebecca Twigg, 3:37.47. We have to tell you, and I'm just waiting for confirmation of the actual small seconds, but Rebecca Twigg, in winning her semi-final, has cracked the world record yet again. So that's a third world record. We'll come back to that in just a moment, as the sprinters now sort themselves out. My good friend Russell Williams is prepared to jump in the action on his bike and get on with it. But a new world record then from Rebecca Twigg. It was 3:36, I think it's .068, but don't bear with me on that one until I tell you exactly what it is. Rebecca Twigg got a world record back, and the sprinters now are going to sort themselves out.
So we've got Frederic Magne on the front in the French jersey, just behind Curt Harnett. Now the whole idea here is Frederic Magne, the French guy at the front, is trying to get Curt Harnett to come to the front, but Curt doesn't want any of this. He just wants to. So what they're doing is they call it track stands, and there'll be an official over in a minute, because they're not allowed to roll more than a few centimetres back with their back wheel, and this is really hard on the legs. It's a bit like someone hitting your legs with a mallet. Or otherwise, or getting kicked like in karate when you get kicked on the thighs and things. It's a lot of concentration. You just got to keep rocking very, very slowly. So Frederic Magne on the left in the blue and white, the yellow bicycle, and on the right, and as I say that, Magne's cracked. He started to roll. Maybe he's going to go for another track stand again. Remember, they're getting on the steep part of the banking. Remember, the steepest part of the banking is just over 40 degrees. And Curt Harnett looks so cool and collected. Oh, saying that, looks like Curt's cracked. So Curt Harnett starts to roll it away. Magne's got in just where he wants him. So on the front now, Curt Harnett from Thunder Bay, Canada. The new world record holder at 200 metres, the time trial 9.8. Frederic Magne from France.
The amazing thing is, actually, here, we're looking at the Canadian versus the Frenchman. We've seen the two Australians on the track. There's not a German in the semi-finals now. They didn't win any medals in the pursuits, the team pursuits. They didn't win any medals in the kilometre. Unless they get something in the points, I think it's going to be the first time the Germans have gone away from World Championship without a medal. I'm not knocking my good friends just down the way commentating here, but suddenly things have gone a bit wrong there. Nations come up, nations go down, and now, right now, the French sprinter Magne on the front here is trying to get clear of Curt Harnett to level the series. Harnett winner first time round, is the fastest man on the track. Magne looked like he's suffering from so many racing in the last few days, particularly that Kieran, and Harnett might have it dead easy this time down the finish straight. But Magne wants to fight back, but he gives up. Harnett goes through, two straight rides. Harnett goes into the final. Magne is now into a ride-off then for the bronze medal, but certainly as far as Harnett's concerned, he's straight through, and he's proved what he did in taking the fastest time in qualifying, that he's the quickest man on the track, and he's going through now to meet the victor of the next round between Hill and Neiwand. He's happy with that one. He's not had himself a gold medal before as a world sprinter. He's been looking forward to this for so many years now, since he started out on the long road to being a sprint champion of the world, and he made it look so easy. The man from Thunder Bay taking that one, two straight rides on the trot.
Yeah, an excellent win there by Curt Harnett. Frederic Magne tactically did everything right. He kept Curt Harnett right high up on the track, left it to the last minute, left it to under 200 metres dive down, but Curt Harnett just came over the top. Now, here we go, the two Aussies again. I've already got it wrong the first time, but I'm going to lay it on the line that Neiwand, the Australian who with the long sleeves on the top, is going to come back and win this one.
To square the series and go for the third.
And if he doesn't, I'll eat your sandwich. Your cheese and ham sandwich.
No, you got the cheese and ham sandwich. No ham, we gave you the cheese sandwich earlier on. But the crowd here standing up and recognising that Curt Harnett has just done a tremendous ride to take that one. And the 30-year-old then, looking forward next year to riding in his 4th Olympics, would like to go into that, I'm sure, psychologically saying, I'm the champion of the world. But he's yet got to ride off in the final against the victor of this round 2 between Hill and Neiwand. The two Australians drawn together here. They must know each other like the backs of their own hands. Neiwand at the top of the track can go round in 2nd spot for the first full lap. Whereas Darryn Hill, who surprised my co-commentator here, Russell Williams, 9 times British gold medal winner on the track and currently the reigning Madison champion with Rob Hales.
So that goes all out the window, but I can't pick a winner. So in the picture at the moment is Darryn Hill, the bigger of the two Australians on the front with the short sleeve jerseys, and on the back is my favourite, Gary Neiwand. But he's got to win this one to come back to make it to the final. If he loses now, Darryn Hill goes straight through. So Gary Neiwand's got it all to do. The pressure's on him. Darryn Hill is just rolling along nice and gently. He's the one on the front with the short sleeve jersey with the new sort of radical bike. It's all filled in. Gary Neiwand, long sleeves on the back with the cool looking sunglasses on. Got it all to do, just rolling along.
Both of them working like twins. They seem to get out the saddle together, go fast together, go slow together. Come on, Russell, tactics now if you were sitting in the saddle as Gary Neiwand to level this score.
Well, I still lay my money on Gary Neiwand winning this, but it's Darryn Hill on the front with a short sleeve jersey. They're both Australians. If the front rider wins, he's through to the final. If Gary Neiwand on the back comes round him, they've got to ride again. So it's Darryn Hill's got to lead. Oh, Gary Neiwand to the inside. This is fabulous. I said he could do it. There's Gary Neiwand. He's taking his teammate right up high on the bank. Darryn Hill's got to come over him, and Neiwand dives down. This is it. This is it. Put your money on the man. There goes the first Aussie across the line. It's close. Ooh, hello. Gary Neiwand. So they've got to ride again. There you go. 7 times national champion, and I'll have that sandwich.
Can you give me a tip for the Grand National at Aintree, please?
There we go. I was glad he came back there. What a race of it. Hope to see that again. Tactics was great. Gary Neiwand just jumped on the inside. He's waving around, but I bet he was breathing heavily during that race.
We've seen some brilliant sprinting. The racing last night, which we brought you, we're watching this afternoon on Eurosport, of the quarterfinals. And let's watch these two here now as Neiwand drops down inside here. Hill comes down through. Nowhere to go, because just before we put this picture on the slow motion replay, it was a great move by Neiwand to steal the march on his young compatriot, which shows experience was coming through against the youngster Hill. So 2-all, or 1-all to be precise. They will have to go to a 3rd round, 1 to Hill, 1 to Neiwand, and the buzz round the stadium, really it's beginning to fill up now as we go on to